Welcome to the Not So Random Ass Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Duck the Vampiro Hardcastle, and my co-host,
Steelman Christopher Steele.
Welcome to the show. Pardon my voice.
Right, I don't know what you got on All In.
I just have the wiki page and the little things that I actually do know. I haven't got to see it yet, but I know that it was supposed to be apparently one of the best shows of the year. People are ranting and raving about it because a lot of cool shit went down. Like it being notable for being the first event since 1993 that wasn't a WWE or WCW show to sell over 10,000 tickets, and that's a hell of a feat.
Right.
That's Ring of Honor wishes they could pull off that kind of stuff. But I can blast right through the results if you want.
Sure.
They had 2 pre-match shows. One of them was a tag team match with SoCal Uncensored, which is Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky, and they beat the Briscoe brothers, Jay and Mark. The other match was a 19-person over-budget battle royal to determine the number 1 contender to the Ring of Honor Championship. Last 2 in the ring were Flip Gordon and Bully Ray. Flip Gordon flipped Bully Ray's ass out of the ring and went on to face Jay Lethal. The first match on the card was Matt Cross beating MJF. The next match on the card was Christopher Daniels beating Stephen Amell. Arrow showed up and had a match. He had Josh Segura in his corner. I have no idea who that is.
Probably one of his co-stars.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know who he plays.
Is that, Roy?
Prometheus.
Oh, Prometheus, yeah.
Adrian Chase. Okay, that's who was in the corner of Stephen Amell, who got his ass beat. Tessa Blanchard defeated Chelsea Green, Madison Rayne, and Britt Baker in a 4-corner survival match. Cody, with Brandy Rhodes, Diamond Dallas Page, Glacier, and Tommy Dreamer in his corner, took on Nick Aldis with Jeff Jarrett, Samuel Shaw, Sean Daivari, and Tim Storm in his corner, and he is now the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. And the Chicago Street Fight was between Hangman Adam Page, and Joey Janela. What? Son of a bitch! Awesome. The next match was for the Ring of Honor World Championship, and it was Jay Lethal with Lanny Poffo in his corner, the genius,
right?
Fucking awesome, who beat Flip Gordon, who had Brandy Rhodes in his corner. I bet that was a pretty damn good match.
I was seeing like people that need to come. Jay Lethal, and not just Jay Lethal, but bring back his
Black Machismo gimmick.
Yep.
That'd be great.
And obviously, he's got Lanny
in his corner, so he's got the family's approval.
He's definitely approved for
right. Well, hell, Macho Man's the one that gave him the gimmick in the first place. In TNA, they were working there at the same time, and he heard Jay doing an imitation of him and was like, man, that's really good. You want to do that regularly? And yeah, it became Black Machismo. The next match was Kenny Omega versus Penta El Zero. Kenny Omega won, but then was attacked by another Penta El Zero, which just so happened to be Chris Jericho. That lying sack of shit. I won't work for anybody but WWE inside the United States. Oh, really, Chris? Really? The 10th match on the card was Okada versus Marty Scurll. Marty Scurll got his ass handed to him. And the main event of the evening was the Golden Elite, which is Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, and Kota Ibushi. And they defeated Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix, and Bandito. And that is the match. Now, I can go over who was in the Battle Royal, because there's some names in there you wouldn't exactly expect to see, such as Billy Gunn, Colt Cabana, the Hurricane, Tommy Dreamer. There's some names in there you would not expect to just pop up at a for a Ring of Honor Championship. I can see maybe like Moose and Jimmy Jacobs, but Cheeseburger, but like the Hurricane, really? I wasn't expecting that.
I can see it.
Billy Gunn I can see because he's working the indies right now. Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray kind of surprised me because I think they're both retired, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to know what the fuck Glacier was doing there. Like, just out of nowhere, here comes Glacier? Like, the hell? Oh, wait, no, he was in Ring of Honor not too long. He's been
he's
playing
been,
in Ring of Honor for a little bit.
He's been Glacier for 30 years.
Right. But I'm saying, like, he hasn't been in the mainstream, like...
No, but he's been Glacier.
Oh, yeah. He's been Glacier since WCW.
WCW debuted him. And dropped it like a hot.
Fuck yeah.
Because everybody was expecting Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, everybody's expecting, yeah.
And it wasn't Mortal Kombat.
Right? Yeah, because they were trying to get Glacier, Wrath, Mortis, and they had another gimmick that they were trying to get off of a Scorpion knockoff, and they were going to try and do this Mortal Kombat deal, and it's just not going to work. It's not going to happen.
It can't work.
No, it can't.
I like Mortal Kombat.
Right.
It can't work.
No. Not in wrestling. It's just, that doesn't make any sense.
No.
I mean, Mortal Kombat is all about fatalities and shit. Right.
How is that supposed to...
It might work in, like, New Japan or Lucha Underground or something. Because they kill characters off all the time. Like Joey Ryan. Joey Ryan has been murdered. Still alive. He's, like, still exists, but the character of Joey Ryan was murdered. And it's like, okay, I guess. So who are you going to be now, Joey? And he's in Lucha Underground doing a whole different gimmick as opposed to his U-porn gimmick that he typically has.
But what are they going to do? Dragon Ball Z moves as well?
Right? Right?
Come on, get my car!
Fucking Monday. I have to watch 4 episodes of Monday Night Raw to see Roman Reigns hit a damn Superman punch because he's going, like for freaking 3 episodes.
It was 10. I think it was like 10 episodes. Actually, in the abbreviated version, like in Kai, Dragon Ball Z Kai, they cut shit down. And that was like 10 episodes.
Yeah, yep.
He's holding that for like 10 episodes.
As nothing else goes on. You know, there's dialogue and shit, but nothing happens. Oh my god, he's still charging.
And
his power's over 8,000. 9,000 in the American.
And by that point, was that?
Yeah, they're in the 20s and shit. Were they up to Blue Saiyans at that point, or is it still the Yellows?
That was the beginning of the thing.
Oh, okay. The Super Saiyans. I mean, because they are Saiyans, that's their race.
Right. Goku was the first one to hit Super Saiyan at that point.
Nice. Yeah, I can see them doing that. It's PG. Got to kill as much time as possible.
Right. 300 episodes! I hated that.
That run?
Because of that. Because it was Dragon Ball. It wasn't Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z.
I was going to say, yeah.
It was Dragon Ball Z, not Kai.
Right?
It was not abbreviated. Fucking 3 weeks of this.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
No, but you make a good point. And hell, wrestling can be the same way. And shit, we sat for 2 years of Brock Lesnar doing that. Like lifting the title. Like,
never defending!
Right. Oh my God.
He won't be back for a while.
I don't think he'll be back at all.
If at all, but...
I hope not at all. Fucking dislike him with fucking passion. You see, now you got me on trying to figure out how many seasons of the original Dragon Ball there were.
There's a bunch.
It just lists the amount of episodes. It's got 153 episodes.
53 of them were fucking...
Like, I watched the first run, I would assume it was. Because it was before the tournament.
Way back in...
Yeah, it's the one that ended with the fucking panties on the head.
Oh.
Like, the first Dragon Ball saga.
Dragon Ball, not...
Yeah, not Z, just Dragon Ball. That's...
Right.
I still haven't made it past... Like, I saw that first season, I'm like, okay, I get it. I never really came back. It didn't help that they stopped playing it after that, though, too.
Here.
Yeah, they run that first 13 episodes on Fox on Sundays, because it was the only thing worth a shit to watch on Sundays.
All right, so...
All right, back to
last couple weeks, I actually thought it was great 2 weeks ago with
Braun and the Shield.
The Shield, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty badass.
Coming out, I'm going to cash in.
And you think he's going to do it? Like, I thought he was going to do it right then. Like, I thought it was, boom, club him with the fucking case, hand it to the referee, and just finish him off. But nope.
Shield comes out.
Oh, so good.
And about never did ring, so.
No. And you know that they're not going to do it on Raw. That'd just be stupid.
No,
it's happening at Hell in a Cell.
Oh, they already scheduled it.
I know. I mean, I meant, like, when it was happening then, I was just like, it's not going to happen. This is going to be saved for Hell in a Cell. There's no way around it. I can't even tell you how they're going to get out of the damn cage. Roman's going to go for a spear. Braun's going to kind of sidestep him and push him right through the fucking cage wall. Ba-boom. Or a spear through the cage wall on Strowman. Puts them both out for just long enough. For, like, I don't know, Seth to climb up on top of the cell and jump off onto... I guarantee you it's going to take all of the Shield if Roman actually successfully defends that title. It's going to take all the Shield to do it. I think it'd be hilarious if Braun lifted up the side of the cage and got out. Just like lifts it.
Right.
Grabs a chair, lifts it up again, throws the chair underneath.
That thing also all the strength and
right.
Oh man, I can't get back in.
Goes back around, unlock the cage. I need in. Is it just me or is Braun Strowman getting smaller but bigger? Like, his waist is getting smaller and smaller from when he had the piss pants era.
Right.
And now he's just like, his shoulders are freaking huge, man. Lifting all that damn...
Then this past week, Kevin Owens quit.
Yeah.
But everybody knows he just recently signed a 5-year deal.
Yep. I'm guessing a part of that deal was he gets to take time off until Zayn comes back. Excuse me.
Oh. I got hurt. It was a booking strategy to make him face.
Nice. Makes sense. I mean, he has been put through a lot of crap recently.
Plus, also, another thing is taking a little bit of time off.
From those 3 major bumps that he took in the last month.
Well, 5, actually.
Yeah, well, the 3 majors, though. The ladder, the cage, and the fucking toilet.
Right.
Like, those are some solid bumps. You gotta have some recovery time on.
Like, oh, I'm good. But
you're not really.
They're like, why don't you take some time off?
It's, yeah. Take 3 bumps for the company, all you get's a lousy green t-shirt. I like Kevin Owens, I always have.
But like I said, it's tough. I heard it's to make him face.
It makes sense.
And yeah, it does make sense. You look at most people in the company, they get big enough, they're going to be a face.
Right.
Because they sell that much merchandise.
Right. And KO is such a natural heel, but he is selling so much merchandise, it would make more sense for him to become a good guy.
Right.
Honestly, if they don't take this down the Steve Austin path, they're making a vital mistake. Have him come back as an anti-hero.
Also, another thing is, it could be for
I've heard a lot of like rumblings that he's going to go to SmackDown. I don't see that happening.
no. It could be that he's going to be toning down.
Maybe.
Get his weight down a little bit. Not just for Vince and Triple H and all that.
Right.
But for his own health as well.
Right. And he needs the time off. He's been busting ass for almost 2 years straight. He was the most respectable Universal Champion. It pisses me off that he's not the one that got it back.
Right.
But Roman was due. I mean,
Right.
he had been waiting in line for 3 fucking years. Held the world title for less than a cup of coffee. And, yeah, no, Roman deserves it.
Right. I have no problem with Roman.
Me either. He's good. I
actually, there's almost not enough championships for people.
No. That's why they had to split the roster up. This is like
Right.
to have more titles to go around. What they really need is an honest-to-God third brand.
Right.
They should take NXT and 205 Live, keep it as the developmental, but put them together and give them a main night. You give them a USA Network night, or try and sell it to another network. We need the space to add more people. Like, not enough. Okay, Kurt Hawkins. Yes, he's on a historic losing streak, which is hilarious. But he should be getting more TV time. He really should be, because he is hilarious.
How often do you ever see him on which is it?
It's Raw.
It's Raw.
I'm trying to remember who he interrupted.
He interrupted.
Was it Elias?
Elias.
Yeah.
That had a match and lost.
Right.
But other than that, I haven't seen him for fucking
almost a year.
Right.
They got to be putting him on like Superstars or Main
Right.
Event or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
But you're wasting good talent. Just sit like Heath Slater and Rhino. Where the hell have they been? If Rhino's gone, Heath Slater and frickin' Kurt Hawkins should be a team again. Damn it.
Yeah.
And what the hell is... I almost guarantee you Kurt Hawkins is like under 205, so I have no idea what the hell he's doing not in 205 Live.
Too many people.
Or it could have something to do with nobody fucking watches 205 Live, even though it's good. I try. I tried watching it multiple times, and I just can't fucking do it.
You know, I get that. I also get... I've actually tried...
223.
220. I've actually tried to watch NXT and make it through. I made it through a few episodes, and I just cannot do it.
You can't keep up with it.
Like, no, I just can't do it.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
It's,
I like NXT, though. I like a lot of what they do.
Right.
I love the takeovers. Oh, I won't miss one.
right. Exactly. I won't miss a takeover.
I'll even watch the episode before so I can kind of get the build-up to it.
But one of those problems with that, though, is pre-recorded.
Yeah, it does have a lot of drawback because they do a big sweep of recording, and then spoilers come out, and we know shit that's happening before it happened,
Right.
and that's what has killed Impact so much, is because they do pre-records and people can't keep their fucking mouth shut and go spill it all over the internet, and nobody cares by the time it airs.
Right. If you can find it.
Oh, you can find it. Like, fuck, dude, they're on Pop. If you get Pluto TV, they're on there. Pluto TV is like Mobdro or any of the other streaming services, except it's fucking free. Right, exactly. If you can get it.
Nobody has it.
None. Not one, none.
No.
Other than me. Yeah. Throw down a hierarchy. I'm thinking, in our opinion, each our own respective opinion, greatest wrestlers of all time. Top 3.
Macho Man.
Nice.
Number 1.
No explanation needed for that.
Triple H number 2.
I saw that one coming.
And number 3. I'm actually gonna go with AJ Styles.
Yeah, I can see that. And my list is pretty much completely different.
And that's actually boom, boom, boom. Different eras.
Right. And they are the greatest of their both, not only of their time but of all time. I can see the no explanations really needed for any of those. I'm gonna go with just basically on work rate, not how far they made it up the card or anything of that nature. My number 1, Kurt Hennig. One of the best in-ring competitors to never have a world championship.
Right. I don't disagree with that.
Scott Hall. Great worker, mind for the business, created so much storyline that he didn't take credit for.
Right.
Like Sting. The birth of the black and white Sting would not have happened if it wasn't for Hall going, hey, have you seen The Crow? Because that could totally be you.
His one drawback is
the drugs.
Drugs and alcohol.
Yeah. If time had worked a little differently and Paige had started DDP Yoga in the mid-90s, I think Scott Hall would still be going today.
Right.
I think he would have gotten his fucking act together. And, I mean, because he wanted to. He so desperately wanted to, but he's haunted. The man is haunted even to this day.
Right.
Like, it's...
I've actually seen...
You saw the Razor's Edge, the Razor's Edge story?
So, most of it.
I can see why he had a break, you know, like, it's not something you can unlive. That's not something you can... Like, for those that don't know, Scott Hall, in self-defense, if it wouldn't have been him that did it, he would have been done in. He shot another man in point-blank range, wrestling the gun from the other guy's hand, and the dude died, like, right in front of him. And you can tell when Scott talks about it that it's definitely fucked with him for a long time.
Right.
And I'll pretty much guarantee that's where the drug abuse came from. You know, other than wanting to have a good time with the boys, he wanted to just forget why.
Right. I can see that.
And my number 3, damn, I got a thing for like retired and dead wrestlers. Jake the Snake. He, outside of WWE, outside of the Jake the Snake gimmick, innovator of multiple maneuvers. Even though the DDT happened beforehand and he hit it by accident, he Americanized the DDT. He brought that to the States. But he was another mind for the business, where he put the work in, got none of the fucking benefits of putting the work in. He just kept putting people over and putting people over and putting people over, but he knew that's what was best for business. He got his paycheck.
Right. That's another thing is, yeah, Jake the Snake, he would put people over.
Happily. He didn't care if he won or lost. He just cared if he got his paycheck so he could go get his booze or crack or whatever the fuck he wanted to do. That's another one of those scenarios. If he was able to get cleaned up sooner, he'd probably be Ric Flair in it right now. Like, he would be still in the ring. You could see anytime he's at a show, he wants to be in that ring. Right. Like I would get him as a manager. If I was Vince, I'd be like, let's just get Jake to be the mouthpiece for, like, Bray Wyatt. Because Bray is a great talker, but says nothing. Ever.
Right.
Jake, on the other hand, is a great talker, and when he gets done, you'll generally have chills running across your fucking skin because he said something so rattling to your core that it's like, oh my god, he's a fucking psychopath. And if you put those two together, you would have money. Bray would be a world champion, not a one-time world champion. He'd be a current world champion because he's got the skills to do it.
Yeah.
But it's weird. My greatest of all time, Did any of them hold a major championship? I think Mr. Perfect's the only one that held Intercontinental. Razor held Intercontinental. I don't think did Hall ever hold a world title?
Not that I know of, but
I don't think he did. I was thinking maybe WCW for a minute, a minute, but
no, it was Nash.
Yeah.
The only thing I would be thinking would be like TNA or something.
I don't think he even held that one. Let's go to his championships and accomplishments. Tag champion with Kurt Hennig. Yeah, go figure. Iron Man heavy metalweight champion one time. USWA Unified World Heavyweight Championship. There's one technically.
Right.
Television champion, United States champion, 7-time tag champion. Won World War III of '97. TNA tag champion with Kevin Nash and Eric Young. The WWC Universal Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, Intercontinental. He's the best mid-carder in the world. And there's a bunch of honorable mentions that should be on that list. You know, right. The Rob Van Dams, the Mankind's, the ones that are never considered legends or main eventers, which they both are.
Definitely. Mankind?
Certainly a main eventer. And people are just like, no, he's not a main eventer. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He carried that company for 3 fucking years. He might not have carried the championship, but he carried that company. If it wouldn't have been for him, The Rock would have had no one to feud with. Because Triple H is out on injury again. You know?
Yeah.
Was it 99 to 2002 that Triple H was out?
He was
he was sparsely there, but every fucking other week he would have some kind of injury that would keep him off TV for another couple months. And then he blew the knee out in the Jericho match and was gone for a year.
I was thinking more because he was there for about a year and a half in late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
And then he was gone for another 6 months, or 9 months. Because he came back just for Royal Rumble.
That's right.
Because it was right after WrestleMania, wasn't it?
I thought it was the 2002 Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was just after WrestleMania, then he was gone.
Yeah.
For
till October or September
9
or
months.
something.
That first time.
Well, because it was in 2002, he had the feud with Kane that led to the Katie Vick thing. And that was in 2002. So that was after the big return. That was the one where he lost the Elimination Chamber to Shawn as Survivor Series. The last two in the ring, and everybody's like, fucking Hunter's got this. Shawn's on his way out, and Shawn comes out as a world champion. Everybody's like, what the fuck just happened?
And with mine, I said 3 top of the list, no questions asked.
Oh yeah.
But
as far as honorable mentions go, you probably got a laundry list too.
Correct. Right. But really, it's Triple H actually. He took over the Hell in a Cell
from Undertaker.
Right.
Yeah.
But
he lost more than he won there.
But the Elimination Chamber was actually made for him.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't his.
It was made for... Actually, the Elimination Chamber was Bischoff's idea. Legitimately.
Right, but it was made for Hunter.
Right. Which is probably why he wanted to put Shawn over so fucking badly. Because it's something he had never got to do. Those guys never had a fucking match. They had that street fight in 2002 at SummerSlam. And it was a good match, but the street fight is not... That's not no way to put somebody over. You're beating each other with weapons. But the Elimination Chamber, when it came down to those two, he sold Shawn like Shawn had the cure for cancer.
Right.
No, wait, my bad. The match was Triple H's idea.
Right.
And Bischoff's the one that introduced it. Now, Bischoff is, in several different places, has taken credit for coming up with the idea.
Elimination Chamber?
Yeah. And it's like, I didn't think that was true, but, Bischoff was the one talking, so I'm just going to let him finish what he's fucking saying and listen to the interview. But the whole time I'm going, that doesn't sound like a Bischoff idea. He's the dumbass that does triple cages. Like, that was his idea.
I knew it was meant for
Triple H. Yeah.
He gave Bischoff the credit, but it was still his idea, and it was his.
Right? Oh, yeah, that was the fucking knee to the throat. The 2002 Elimination Chamber when Van Dam came off the top of the fucking cell and landed on Triple H's throat.
Alright, so we're good.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe.
Comment. Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies.
Tell your frenemies. To comment.
To comment. And comment.
And comment. Until next time.
Until next time.
Keep it not so random, man.
Keep it not so random, and
ring the bell.
Peace.
Peace.